Good morning, guys. So this is another hat that I wind up getting off of Amazon, and this one is a short hide. So as you see, when I get these hats, they're not ready, meaning you got to block them and do all that yourself. Today I do have on my face mask that I really stand by. That sugar, lemon, honey, turmeric, cinnamon, and a little bit of vitamin E and a touch of lavender. So remember, lavender is real good, but lavender also help with anxiety and stuff like that. So I get up and I do my little face mask, maybe like twice to three times a week, but it really does help. And then I do my neck. I remember watching Tyra Banks a long time ago, and she was like, when you start getting 30s plus, which I'm older than that, we need to start moisturizing our face and everything. I think that you could tell a woman's age a lot in her neck, and then your face will start losing that elasticity in your hands. And some, if you got working hands, so my hands, I got working hands, so my hands is not like the cutest. Or you see a woman that's a nurse, they wash their hands all the time, and they work with their hands. So a lot of times that don't mean that they old. If their hands is really, really busy, then that'll happen. So what I'm doing is submerging this hat in hot water. I actually got to get some of them yellow gloves. So this is a block that I made. So this is going to be a flat top, like kind of like Jackie O, the president's wife, used to wear. So because this hat is so short, I'm going to make one of those head, and I'm going to try to find the red or maroon lace to make a veil. So this is what they call when you blocking a hat. So you put it on a block, and I'm blocking it, putting pressure on it, because I want it to be flat and flushed on here. It's going to take a little elbow grease, because you want it to be flush, because the top of your hat, you want it to be really flush. And when the camera go off, I'm going to do it some more, y'all. I just try to give y'all the basics. So. And steam will do this too, but I always block my hats with hot water. And you can do steam too. But this is a pre-made block. I made this block with duct tape and styrofoam and follow my measurements. So this block is a 23 inch. So this will give me those flat top hats. Okay. Okay. So now when y'all see, we take this tie and we put a break in it. So you take it. Well, I want it about right here. Right here. And then you establish your front to back, where you want your front to be, where you want your back to be. So, okay. And I'm going to pull it. So, there we go. We're going to pull that. So now, my tray is upstairs. So now, what I would do, I'm going to take this, the tray that one goes on. I'm going to sit it on this tray, and I'm going to let this dry overnight. So when it dry overnight, it's going to when it dry overnight, it's going to dry like this. It's going to give me this shape. And then I can, from this point, after I get it, the way that I want it, then I can start to mold it into the shape that I want. And then I would definitely put use my sander to get rid of some of the excess, but we want this to be flat as possible. It's gonna be a flat top. They call that if I'm getting it right, a peel bottle hat. If I'm getting it right. So I'm learning. I'm new to making these hats, so I think they call those little hats. So mine not gonna be really, really little. I gotta use a Barbie pin to hold it. I'm gonna make it, kind of go right here where it goes on my head. Where I don't need a Barbie pin to attach it. It actually sit on my head without using bobby pins. So some of them, they have them like right here. I don't want that little one. I want it to at least come around in my head rest. That's why I made this block wide enough so that so these small hats can rest on my head, and then go from there. And then the access, after I block this and get the shape, this I'm not going to throw away, because I'm going to use that to shape into a bow or whatever decorations. And I'm going to go on Amazon and look for some maroon netting or black to go with this. Okay, so I just wanted to show y'all that is how I block my hats and get them prepared. But yes, if you want a wide brim hat, just to be honest, Amazon ain't where you want to get your felt cones from, because they don't have a huge selection. There's not very many sellers that's selling there. Go to Estes, hands down. Estes has the most amazing height you ever want to see. Estes, I'm like in love. And again, guys, shout out to Shady Days. I was up last night and just looking at her stuff, and just the craftsmanship of her hats is amazing. There's a lot of great hat makers out there too, but I just was drawn to her hats and her lining and just everything, her preparations from her box. And you could tell that she really put a lot into it. You know what I mean? She really put a lot into it. So yes, I want to be, well, I will be, not I want to be, because I believe in manifestation. I'll be great also. I'll be great also. I think every designer is different and unique. You know what I mean? God made her. She's one of a kind. So I wouldn't be like her. I'd be like me. Everybody have their unique talent. But yes, so I'm just grateful to be able to see these artists work, and they create the path for us to come along and follow through. But like once I got into these hats and just start watching, and I'm like, wow. So I'm still learning. I'm learning a lot of things, and making mistakes as we go. I'm building the things that I need to make me a great hat maker. So like I told y'all, I got a block that's coming. I made this block, but definitely a block and a steamer. Like they said, that would be your best friend, a block and a steamer. And I'm gonna go to the fabric store, because I noticed with her, she have all these different leather trinkets and all these different things. I've been recycling a lot of stuff that I have in the house. So I'm like, oh, I don't wear this jacket no more. So I cut the jacket, cut the whole back out of the jacket. And, people that sew, I cut the jacket on the bias, because that gives you, you know what I mean? So you got your lengthwise, your crosswise grain, and your true bias, which, go across the fabric like this. So them the pieces that you want to make your sweatbands with, them the pieces you want to go around. So when you recycling the fabric, if you don't know how, go on YouTube and learn how to cut the fabric on the bias, so that it'll have that. So when you're doing a trim around all that, when it's cut on the bias, it'll lay better. You'll get, even with a fabric that doesn't have the ability to expand, when you cut it on a bias, you take a non-scratchy fabric and cut it on the bias, it has it's like elasticity in it. So always cut it on the bias when you're going to do anything for your hat and doing, these round surfaces. So we're going to let this dry, and this is going to be another hat that I'm working on. So I am super excited about everything. And yeah, I'm so super excited about everything. So yes, as always, guys, thanks so much. I can't wait to, I'm moving the house, so I can have all the space in the world, because it's like, I don't know, I like working with my hands, and I work with all kind of stuff, but I'm like, I'm running out of space. So That's why when y'all see me upstairs, that's my work room. You know, you get some people, oh, you need to clean up. Well, I clean up the best I can. It's a work room. It's not designed for nothing but my all of my projects. And you know, I'm a designer, so I make clothes, and then I make the reborns. Now I start making hats, and so designing shoes. So everything I do, I kind of do up there. But this, I be needing water, so come down here and kind of do it and kind of let this dry. So now I'm starting to take over the little kitchens. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Toodles.